All right, hold on. Let me just check things real quick. Make sure my audio is good. What? We got audio out here for YouTube. Looks like it. Hmm. Okay. Nice. We can give people names now. All right. Which? Hold on. I'm gonna go grab my tablet real quick. Probably should have just brought it out here with me. I thought about it. All right. Well, we're gonna do some back today. I'm gonna probably try to kind of stay off my feet though. Well, I mean, as much as I can. Obviously, we're gonna have to do some shit, but so we're gonna be like doing croc rows, and not because I'm wearing Crocs. That's actually what they are called. That it's a big, it's a high volume fucking bent over row. That's what it is. Look, shit, fucking midget today, dude. No offense to short people. No. I mean, what does it take? Dude? Like, isn't it like anything under like 5 feet? You're actually technically like classified to be a short person. I used to work with a guy that was like five. He was like 5'1", right? And he had a son that was like he didn't his dad. I think his dad was had the dwarfism thing, and then like he was short, but he was normal, right? Like he was just a little bit over like tall, just a little too tall. But he had a son. He had a son who was definitely like fell into those classifications, and so they would go to the little short people things every year. Like they have these big like fucking get-togethers and do all these kind of cool things up here in the Portland area. They would have a blast though, dude. I mean, like everybody was welcome, but it was just there was like a place for like the short people. They could come. They bring their family, right? I mean, it was a pretty cool thing. Yeah, you're too tall to be a short person. Me too. I'm 5'8". My wife is 5'1". She would be almost right there, but she's not quite. Just she's like right, just like same thing. 1 inch, dude. 1 inch. Otherwise, she would be technically classified as a short person. They had that. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember when they had this like reality shows on TV and they had that one like the pumpkin patch thing they had where there's like that family of short people that own that farm, right? I don't think so. No, I like it depends, right? Because like sometimes there's some issues that come along with that, right? Like their joints can be kind of weird, I guess, like there's some bone concerns, development worries. But like generally speaking, I think not really, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. Well, I think a lot of that just depends, right? Like they might get some form of disability. I really don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess it probably depends on, there's a lot of people that are short people that are perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Like they function. And then they say, oh, well, you should be careful, right? But then you look at that fucking wee man, right? Like went around with the jackass guys. He's still fucking kicking, bro. he's he's a fucking awesome dude, man. That guy's one time, bro. They had this big like hand, and it was like this big, huge, gigantic hand, like filled with flour, right? And they like fucking stretched it back, right? And like they had it like hooked up to this fucking thing, dude, and like. And they were, and Wee Man came, bro. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he came walking through, bro. And he's just like, and they let it go, bro, and you like fucking knocked this fucking tray in his face, dude, and just completely knocked him on his ass, bro. It was so fucking awesome watching that guy go flying through the air. He was probably one of my favorites out of the jackass crowd. Fucking crazy ass midget, bro. Oh, dude. I don't think I ever I didn't have any there was no like real like there was no like short people or anything like that in our school when I was going to high school. Uh I don't really even remember any in our town, dude. They like no, I don't think they were. But I've met some people working, like I said, man. Like I've met a couple carpenters, man, that were like dwarfs, and like those motherfuckers weren't claiming disability. You know what I mean? Like I think it really just depends on the individual. Yeah, I think so too. Didn't he? Did he? He did. I believe he did pass away not that long ago. In the last couple of years, maybe. I think. I seem to remember hearing that. Yeah, he was mini me. Fucking Austin Powers. What a fucking movie, bro. What a crazy movie. 2'8". Was he really? 2'8". Yeah, that's tiny, bro. That's really, really small. That's really short. Bro, all right. So Ripley's like if you ever get a chance, bro, I don't know where. Do they have a Ripley's, believe it or not, like over by your area anywhere? These things are like museums, right? It's like a fucking crazy, weird, like chaos of humanity museums, right? Like just the wild ass shit. This guy Ripley, Robert Ripley was his name, right? Robert Ripley. Ripley's Believe It or Not. They made a show. They have like a fucking little weird like book. He's got a museum. Like the things that he acquired in his travels in his collection, they can't even all be displayed in museums because some of them are just too gruesome. Like he met cannibalistic tribes. He met fucking all kinds of crazy, chaotic, just people, dude, bro. And he traveled to over 200 different countries before there was like flight travel commercially available. 1930s, 40s, right? So like, airplanes were starting to kind of become a thing, but like nobody was flying on them to get places. Yeah, you ever been? You ever been to it? Bro, there's one in Newport, Oregon, and it's actually a hell of a lot of fun, man. I mean, they got a pretty cool little thing. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, dude, it's definitely worth a visit, bro. Like, it take like a couple hours to walk through the museum and like just, appreciate it all and actually like read everything and, like listen to all the displays that they have. They rotate their stock a lot. Currently, right now at Oregon, they they actually have the lightsabers, the original lightsabers from Star Wars, and they have some of the Olympic torches, right? Like the actual original Olympic torches. Uh, they're not a museum that's in the but that they try to acquire as many real things as possible, right? Like so, like when you say, "Oh, this is a shrunken human head," it probably really likely is a shrunken human fucking head, right? Like it's not a replica. It was actually a human's head that was like taken from somebody's body, fucking cut open and boiled and wrapped around a fucking stone and like shrunken down and then like cured over a fire to give it a fucking leathery preservation, like, and then like all the fucking hair is still attached and like they sew the lip. It's so weird, bro. But like these tribes used to like put these things on their weapons and like wear them on their hips and like they were like good luck charms essentially, right? One way that like a warrior could show his stature or something or other. But yeah, it's pretty wild, dude. They got like some, like the world's tallest man, right? Like he was like 9 feet. Like this dude is fucking gigantic, bro. They got him sitting in a chair, and he's like a wax figure, right? That like is mechanical, and he stands up, and you're like fucking looking up like this, bro. Like holy shit, there was a man that was actually this tall. Jesus Christ. It's pretty wild. It's a pretty cool trip, dude. Like, definitely Ripley's Believe It or Not museums are fun. And it's like if you go there like now, right? Like, and you go there like a couple years from now, you're more than likely going to see different things because, like I said, they rotate their stock from museum to museum, right? Like, so they'll take items from here and ship them over here and over here and over here. And they have a ton of locations around the U.S. Oh, everyone, will get to see some of the same items from time to time, but it's fucking expensive to go in there too. I think it's like $28 a ticket. Like, holy shit, man. Jesus Christ. 28 bucks to walk around and look at some crazy shit that probably is fake. But at the same time, at this Ripley's, next to it, they have a wax museum, right? So they have the Ripley's Believe It or Not, and then they have the wax museum exhibit. And they used to have an underwater aquarium, but they shut down the underwater aquarium. Activists were pestering them, and I think they just figured that if they shut down the aquarium, they could probably just put more money into their museum at Ripley's and the Wax Museum and keep everything in one location. So that's what they ended up doing. At least that's what they told the newspapers it was about. But yeah, so they shut down their aquarium like 5 years back during COVID times, I believe, and really just kind of started to focus on their Ripley's museum. But a lot of fun, dude. I had a blast going there. I had a fucking blast. No, you got. Dude, check this out, bro. I got a new bong. It's a double perk. It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of weird though. It's like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It sucks water up from the fucking bottom chamber into the top one. And it's kind of fucking stupid. You got to get them just perfectly even. And if you try and suck on it too hard, you get stuff in your mouth. I'm doing back today. My foot hurts, bro. My foot's been killing me lately. So, trying to figure out how to do like back stuff, like, and not really like kill my foot. So, we're doing like single arm rows, some seated rows where I'm going to do like a wide grip and then the close grip neutral or underhand or whatever. We're going to do a few different grips for seated rows, really exhaust the muscles. We're going to do a lot of reps. Croc rows. Those are actually kind of fun. I like. They're just a heavy, kind of like sloppier row, single arm dumbbell row, right? Where you kind of just really maximize that range of motion and like just really fucking dig and go heavy. Stupid heavy. Who is spinning my wheel? It does, Cher. High knees. All right, we'll do high knees real quick. Cher, welcome in. Yeah. The Pussycat is my favorite. All right, that was 10 per leg. High knees. Cher, how are you doing? See, I have the wall should work as well. Skeleton rave. Look at him go. So went appointment to a new clinic. The doctor sucks, won't give me a check. Have to see my test. Want to see if it's at 850 or if it went down. Yeah, I mean, I think, I feel like you're probably still a little young for like most doctors to really want to start like giving you tests right on a regular basis. I think like like my first doctor, he was like, when I turned 40, I asked him, right? And he's like, well, I mean, he's like, we can get you a test. You're about there, between 40 and 50, is when generally, males should start getting their, thinking about getting tested, right? Especially if you're feeling symptoms of low T. So, I mean, that could just be why. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, it's like, what's it fucking hurt? You know what I mean? Like, why can't a doctor just do it? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they once they give you the test. Well, that's what I mean. It's not like once they give you the test, they have to give you fucking testosterone. I mean, what's wrong with seeing the numbers? Do you know what I mean? Like, where's the problem there? I don't understand why a doctor won't just fucking give you the test. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just fucking get the fucking thing written up right at the fucking labs and get the goddamn test for me. Jesus Christ, is it that fucking difficult? Like, like, I mean, ultimately, in the end, like I said, it doesn't bind them to have to give you testosterone or anything like that. It's just a number. It's just a fucking number. I know. It's like ridiculous, dude. It seriously doesn't make any sense. I mean, so what if you're fucking younger than the average person that wants to get a testosterone check? Who fucking cares? You know what I mean? Like, does the and yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. Too bad. I mean, too bad it wasn't like something a little easier for you to do on your own. I think there are some home tests, right, that might require like a blood prick or something along those lines. I don't fucking know, dude, but I'm pretty sure there's some at home testosterone tests. It's just, I don't know how accurate they all are. I don't know how trusted they could be. And an at home test result certainly wouldn't be something a doctor would necessarily accept for like treatment, right? Huh. Yeah, better than me. Dude, today's gonna work out perfect, man. We're gonna finish the workout, and right about the time the workout's done, Grounded should be able. Hopefully, Grounded 2 will be able to fucking boot and launch. Me and Jaden have been playing Grounded, and Grounded 2 finally drops today, at like 10, at like 10 o'clock. The fuck is that all about? What happened to midnight releases? Uh, I mean, all right. All right, what's our warm up here? Do some band pull aparts or some shoulder dislocates, whatever. My chest is sore. Yesterday was brutal, man. I didn't lift very heavy, but I lifted a lot. A lot of reps. Volume would have been crazy. All right, so here's a good question. What do you think is the best like measurement for measuring a workout, right? Is it a combination of things? Is it one thing? Is it weight, right? Increasing weight, time under tension, total volume lifted. Like what is the most important aspect, do you think, to make sure that you're continually getting stronger, right? I mean, if you're working out doing the same thing every fucking time, right? Then like it's easy, right? But if you want to mix things up, right, it becomes a little bit more difficult. But let's say 1 week, or I go from lifting heavy, doing heavy weight, and I want to switch it up and go to something more, you know, explosive and lightweight, more hypertrophic, right? Right. Rather than like more of a powerlifting type of structure. So like, how do we gauge our strength? What do we do? Or what if we want to switch from 1 week to another? We have like a higher volume and then like, so what's the most important aspect in this situation? I would think that for me, the most things that make sense is total volume of weight lifted, right? Like if we take, for example, 100 pounds and lift that 10 times, that's 1,000 pounds. If we take, 125 pounds and lift that 8 times, that's what? I'm fucking terrible at math. Is that the same thing, right? Is that 1,000 pounds too? Let me get a calculator here because I'm dumb. And I want to do some more math on this. It's 1,250. So 125 times 10, let's see. So what is it by 8, right? It's 1,000. Yeah. So it's the same, right? It's the same fucking thing, right? So like if we were to lift 100 pounds 10 times or 125 pounds 8 times, we get the same amount of volume lifted. So what's a better workout? Right? What's better? Are we putting the same amount of energy in each lift? I mean, is the one that's more weight more effort because it's more weight? I mean, how does it work? Now, if we start to say, okay, so we're going to do, 3 sets of 10 at 100 pounds, that's 3,000 pounds, right? Well, what if we go, 4 sets of 8 at, 115, right?
Are they watching?
Fitness, mama, what's going on? Welcome in. So that's only 920. But if we were to do that for 4 reps, right, times 4 or 4 sets, you'd be 3,680 pounds. You'd be plus 680 pounds on total volume while lifting. Uh-oh. Did we get a yoga ball fail? I wasn't watching. I didn't see it. I wish it was actually a real screen that I could see. I need like a secondary monitor. Oh, tattoos incoming. I finally talked my wife into it. I was like, so come on, I need you to tattoo me, right? Like I need tattoos and I can't afford them. So we just need to buy a gun and you can just tattoo me. So we did. We got a tattoo gun coming. I ordered a bunch of colors. Hell yeah. I know. I got her like 10 half-inch thick skins to like practice on. They have these like fake. Well, the tattoo guns. I mean, we got a tattoo gun, a cordless one with 2 batteries, and like it came with 5 line needles and 5 like small shader needles. Right? If you want something more than that, you're gonna have to buy them. And obviously, like needles are meant to be disposed, right? Each time. So like you gotta like every time you do a new tattoo or whatever, right? You gotta new needle for new people, right? Never use the same needle again. Like all that bullshit, right? Sanitary, sanitary, sanitary. You're poking fucking holes in people's skin. So definitely have to be careful with that. You know what I mean? Like, and the needles, they can, let's see. So like for a 50 piece of needle cartridges, it's like, around like 25 to $30, depending on like what you get. Some of them are like assorted. Like one I saw had like 5 different pieces, 10 of each piece, right? So you had like 3 lines and then 2 different shader widths. So they had like a blunt tip, a sharp, like, and then they had like thicker tipped line needles and really thin needles. So, or you could just buy like a 10 pack or 20 pack or a fucking 100 pack of line needles of your favorite kind. I believe they all just kind of pop into these guns. The needle cartridges are kind of the same. So like no matter what gun you have, you just get any needle brand. They're pretty standard size. But the gun was like $90. It's not too bad, right? With a bottle of ink, like 5 gloves, 5 sets of gloves, and just like a nice little starter kit. It was actually cheaper for the starter kit than it was to buy that gun by itself. I looked. I was like, well, what if I just buy the gun and buy some needles and shit and buy this and that? And it actually was cheaper to buy the kit. I'm excited though. My wife is an extremely good artist, like really good. There's no doubt in my mind that she couldn't draw fucking amazing tattoos. And yeah, I could trace stuff. But the crazy thing is too, is like nowadays they have like printers, right? That like will print your picture on like this type of paper that's like really flexible, right? And then you take like this, basically a fucking deodorant stick or like a cream and rub it on the arm or wherever, right? And then you take the fucking tattoo and stick it on the skin, press it all around, and then pull it off, and it leaves the ink behind, right? We used to do the same fucking thing with deodorant sticks and just drawing a thing, right? You either draw or trace on like the back side of wax paper with a gel pen, right? Like it works if you get like a brand new fucking gel pen, right? And you got to like color pretty lightly so you leave like a nice thick bead of gel right behind, and then what you do is you take that gel outline and you just stick it to the arm, and then you could go through and you could take like a Q-tip with some alcohol and like wet it down, and you could clean up any lines and then go through and dry it all off, and then you could go through and touch it up with your pen. That way you had your outline on the arm all nice, neat, and clean. Takes a little bit of work to get it all set up and get it on there, but like after that, it's essentially just tracing out your drawing, making sure you keep the fucking lines nice and tight. The ink usually kind of bleeds out in the skin a little bit anyways, but all right, let's go with some pull-ups. I know, I'm really just focusing on the bottom half. We're going to do some big rows later here in a minute. Took me a while to get my wife to actually agree to it. I didn't think she was. I was like, honestly, I'm like, you don't have to. I'm like, I would love it. I'm like, honestly, I would love it. I would love it if you gave me a tattoo and like cover up. I want to get a big. I have some tattoos that I'd like to get either cleaned up, enhanced, or something, something like that. covered up, blended in with something different. Add some color. Oh, fuck. All right, some light dumbbell rows. I need to take a drink of water. You know, maybe I'll just do some empty bar rows real quick. Yeah. See, my wife actually really does enjoy drawing. She loves art. And so, I mean, I feel like if I can get her to practice a couple times and just do some of her own just stuff on a fake skin thing, and then she can kind of learn the gun and how the needles work. And then, I mean, shit, I'll even let my kids give it a shot, and practice on the little skin and try. Everybody kind of do their own little tattoo. I'm not gonna let my kids get a tattoo. I mean, my wife said, she asked me, she's like, "Would you let Jaden get a tattoo?" I'm like, I wouldn't care. I mean, I honestly, I really don't give a shit. Like, especially, he's fucking almost 18, anyways. Like, who am I to stop him at this point in his life, Now, Junior, on the other hand, I'd be like, nah, you can wait until you're an adult, a little bit older. I mean, Jaden's basically an adult. Joshua's just a fucking year and a half behind. God damn. My kid's going to be 18 this summer. What the fuck? How old are yours, Fitness Mama? Oh, yeah. You got to ways. You got to ways. The fun ages. Yeah, we had so our first was a miscarriage. Then we had our oldest. Then we had another miscarriage. Then we had another one. So, and then we went a while, and then we had another that was kind of like not really like a planned thing. Not that we weren't not trying, but we weren't like expecting to have a kid. You know what I mean? It was, oh, well, we're pregnant again. Oh boy. Guess I should have made that appointment, huh? Too late now. So she ended up getting snipped when she got her tubes tied, whatever, like when they went in. She didn't have a C-section. She had all the kids like, naturally, I gather, she had the epidurals with them all, but they were all natural births. I know the miscarriages were pretty damn tough, especially on her. I mean, it's like it's hard on guys too, but it's nowhere near as hard on a guy as it is for a girl. Females females really just make like an internal like chemical connection, right? And then it's like suddenly just like broken, and not in a good way. Especially if it's like something that the lady wants, like and has been trying for. Then it's like just devastating. I mean, from a guy's perspective, we have zero like physical connection with anything like that, right? But like emotionally, I mean, we're there when we see, our empathy chip is engaged. Well, for I think most human beings, anyways. Some people are just heartless fucks. All right, we're gonna do, I guess, what's called a croc row. I don't know. These are just it. It's literally just a row that we are able to really just kind of crank on here. But that's the only 10s I have, right? Let's start with 60. Have a good one. Hell yeah, you too. You too. Oh, where'd my clips go? There they are. Mama. We're about to fucking let loose out here. Gloves optional. All right, so we got 25, 20, 15, and 10. It even said, I don't go ultra strict. These controlled violence wins here. So we want to do 25 reps. It should be tough. Like even the shoulder gets blasted on these. Like by the end, everything is burning. Oh boy. Okay, we're going 4 sets. 20 for the next. We're just resting short spurts here. I think we'll keep our weight. And then maybe next time we'll up it. I think what we might do is rest a full 60 seconds between each arm, right? And just keep that up. 60, 60, 60, 60. 60 seconds between lifts. So let's start. Right now. Motherfucker. All right. Oh man. All right. Come on. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Oh. Uh, Here, let's go. We'll go up 5 pounds. So we're at 15. Maybe we should go up 10. All right. Okay, this might be better. This will be 70 pounds. Oh, bro, I saw one the other day on Marketplace, Facebook thing, and it had been posted like 3 hours prior to me responding, and the guy actually sent me a message back, said that he had already responded, or somebody had already responded, said they were going to get it. They were on their way to pick it up. He's like, if anything happens, I'll let you know. You'd be the second in line. If not, I'll just mark it as sold. And he marked it as sold. So dude came and got it. All right. No, fair enough. Whatever. It was a fucking sweet deal though, bro. It was a $275, and it had exactly the same amount of plates that I had. Like same fucking set. Not the same plates. They were a different brand, but it was like the same amount of weight, right? Like what I have is 300 pounds, right? So like it adds up to 300 pounds with a bar. I believe is how it works. And yeah, dude, it was a nice set, bro. Unfortunately it had sold. All right, let's do it. Another set here. We're gonna do our left arm. I was bummed. Whatever. It's all right. Did you hear though that I got a tattoo gun? Did you hear that? My wife's gonna be doing some tattoos on me. Twanger? Playing with your twanger? Jesus. Who are you? Where did you come from? Can you imagine? Like, just getting fucking screamed at by your dad like that? I'm sure a lot of people actually can. They're like, that's how my dad yelled at me all the time. My dad yelled at me quite a bit. Not quite like that. It was a little bit different. But hey, he yelled. Whew. All right, let's do it. Last set here for these. We're going to add another 5 or another 10, I guess I should say. All right, we only got like 30 seconds here. Okay, let's do it. I think that was probably longer than 30 seconds. Fuck. All right. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, is that going to work? I mean, maybe with that thicker band. Let's try that thicker one. Fucking never use that one. Maybe today will be the day. This one's pretty fucking thick. It's like twice as thick as that one. Ah, man. I don't know. Maybe I could use the bar. I was thinking maybe I could just flip my grip. They're doing kind of like a mechanical drop set, wide grip into like a reverse or underhand. It really does totally change the area of work. So, and I feel like with the reverse grip kind of thing, we're a lot stronger because we can get biceps involved as well. It's a little harder to get them involved up here, right? The higher up we keep our elbows. You know, I like to think of it like this with backs, right? With back day, how we target where we want to is we put our elbows in line with the area that we want to target, right? So if we want to target up high, we need to have our elbows high, right? That way we can have, and we lead with our elbows, essentially trying to pull the elbows back together. If we want to target down low, we keep our elbows down low, right? Keeping our elbows low and flipping really allows us to hit down here, all the way down into this area. So makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. I'm going to try to balls to the wall. Could also go with a wider grip. That'd be tough. See, I don't know how well this works. That blasts the forearms. Savage forearm work out there and back. Set resistance band, you know, I mean, yeah, you get the same thing with cables, but like, I don't know, the way the resistance bands just constantly pull back on you, you know, a little different than I don't know, that tension is different than weight, right? Oh man, I'm sore in my fucking titties. My titties. My man tits. I wonder how what Buzzing Ranger, he's not here yet. I wonder what he thought of Grounded. He was gonna download it. Try it out. I think Grounded 2 is now officially out. Well, at 10, as according to Xbox. Fucking bastards. I tried to boot it up this morning. Probably a good thing I couldn't, because if I did, I probably might not have been made it out here. Ah. 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 Oh my God. Good golly. All right. Ah. Mm. Okay. How many of these do we have? 3? Well, we were supposed to do wide, neutral, and underhand, but I can't do I can't do the neutral. I don't have. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't have the ability here. Anyway, this is fine. What we did. Oh man, 15 and 15. My forearms are really feeling it. Okay, let's see here. So if that was that, then oh fuck. Barbell rows, resistance band, straight arm pull downs. We'll see. I think we can probably hook up to the upper thing here. All right, well, shit, we got barbell rows. Okay, there. I think we'll be good. I feel like I can do another 10. I think I usually work like 165, 155 to 165. So if we go another 10, we'll be at 155. And we'll try and see how that feels. Oh, shit. Pretty fucking wiped out right now, too. Oh, fuck, dude. This is tough. We gotta hold that. All right, we're gonna try and make the negatives count, you know? Keep that negative. Try not to let this shit drop down. Really squeeze that thing at the top end. Hopefully we got this. 10 reps. That's all we need. That's it. Oh my god, I think we went fast on the reps, but it's okay. Oh, shit. Uh, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Alrighty. All right, we're good. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, Liberty.
Right. Appreciate that. Let's hop on the bike. So I saw your name change. CM Punk Fitness. There you go. All right, let's change that.
One more set. Oh, God. Oh, man. How's your morning going, Liberty? So, I got some news. Some upcoming stream content. For a while, I've been trying to talk my wife into letting me get a tattoo gun, putting it in her hands, and letting her do some tattoos on me. I would love to get this covered up, like with a big skull. She drew a picture one time on my arm that, like, it looked really cool. And, you know, it could work this skull right, it like you could work this stuff right into it, you know? And then just, you know, getting some different tattoos, some more. I want my kids' names. I would love to have my kids' names somewhere, either like in a band, like around my arm, you know, like a fully connecting fucking band that went around my arm and like had their names intertwined in like some vines or something, you know, I don't know, something kind of cool, something colorful. So that will be coming up. I don't know when. Yeah, dude. I mean, I did all my own tattoos with a fucking guitar string and a pick and a RC car motor, a button, and a fork. You know, I made multiple guns, dude. I made a couple guns for people, right? They're like, dude, I want one. I just needed, you know, some kind of motor that went fast enough. And then people can make their own fucking needles, dude. It's easy. Like, you just get a fucking spool of G string and then you strip down the wire off the G string for like an inch, right? And then you sharpen it like with a grinder or something, or like on a sandstone, you know, and that's it, man. All you need. Then you just run that, cut it to length, bend it over, make a little L. Whew. Dude, send one my way. I want a burger. Just send it on the drone, air flight it over, you know. Dude, you know, I heard a story, man. You might this would be an interesting one. You might have heard. I don't know. This is like, you know, one of those little things you hear on the news, right? But like, apparently the U.S. Coast Guard went after some fucking poor little fucking Canadian fisherman who was just like sitting there trying to fucking fish. And they came over and said, "You're on U.S. waters." And he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm in fucking Canada." And they're like, "You're under arrest." And he's like, "You're going to have to come over to Canada and get me." So they fucking drove their boat over and they tried to shove him onto the U.S. side. They capsized his boat and then left him in the water for nearly like 3 minutes while they tied his boat onto theirs and then pulled him out and fucking arrested him and sent him to one of these fucking U.S. immigration detention centers for a bit. Like, what the fuck, man? If this story is true, that is so fucked up. But like, I don't put it past us. Jesus. Like, what? Poor guy, dude. He was pissed, bro. He was so angry, bro. A little fucking French Canadian man, just fucking pissed off, bro. Can't blame him, dude. I would have been pissed too. Hey, you sounded like you had a French accent, you know. But yeah, regardless, he was angry, and for rightfully so. If that's really what happened. I mean, goddamn, dude, that's just totally fucked. One more set. Hmm. My fingers, my calluses. Hey, Nuts, when are you going to get on Xbox Game Pass, bro? Ditch that PlayStation. Oh, man. My calluses, dude, are straight here. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. You know, honestly, that's the way to go, dude. That's how I play it. I don't play on Xbox. I just play on the Xbox Game Pass for PC. Best thing ever. Oh, Buzzy. Oh. He is. What are you talking about? God damn, dude. Ouchie. Grip and rip. My fucking hands, dude. It's like if my hands hurt this bad right now just from this, just imagine what, like, you know, those people who do the world record pull-up attempts. Like, you know, that one guy, you know, fuck his hands, dude. They're just like peeled, you know? Jesus. I still think Liberty Street Rock needs to make me his gun drummer. Hey, have you guys seen? Look at it. Let me find it. Look at. All right, check this out. I think this might be one. Might be the video. Oh, that replaced the whole thing. Hold on. This might not work. Hold on. Let me see. No video found. Okay, hold on. I got to do it a different way. This is something every band definitely needs, dude. I'm telling you. Look at. All right, there we go. Just wait. There's even more, dude. If you go and like look at this dude's channel, he literally has like a 50 cal fucking sniper, big ass rifle, and he just fucking shoots it when they're rocking out to music. You'll see. He has like a whole arsenal in this one. I want to do it. Okay. We need to set up for our straight arm lat pull downs. Oh God, it's gonna suck. Is he shooting his guns yet? He's got better. They got better videos. I can hear them. Fucking gun going up. Those aren't drums. Are those drums? No, no. Those are done. All right, let's see. Oh, dude. I know, right? It is pretty awesome though. They have one where like he's like got the 50 and I think he has like two, dude, and he's just standing there, boom, boom, and they have a drone that's like flying around in circles like in front of his guns, so you could like see him shooting. Yeah, like he's probably in front of a tripod on that one, but they've got a drone too that like they use. You know it would be fun though. Get out there and put on some fucking Metallica and just like have a table full of fully loaded guns and spare clips just to fucking oh, I fucking love it. No. It's pretty good. Yeah. I like that. I like their stuff. See, I think here, let's drop this through too. So Grounded 2 should be out today. I still haven't beat the first one. I might jump in and try out that second one though after we get out. It's like supposed to at like 10 o'clock. It's supposed to be launched and playable, I guess. So like in a half hour, we should be able to play it. According to Xbox, unless they're lying, they're sometimes liars. Oh man. It's like it hurts right here and right here. Not hurts, but like that's where I feel it. It hurts in a good way. Rock and roll. Then after this, we're gonna do face pulls. It says ring face pulls, but I'm just gonna do face pulls off the machine because I like them better. Then we got shrugs. Oh my God. Oh my God. John, what's going on? Hiding in that box. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Oh man. Okay, I need to do face pulls. I don't fucking know. I wish I had all my rubber bands. Wait, what game? Played. Oh, Wu Chang. Yeah, the second one. on Game Pass there, Wu Chang 2 or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, those games are tough, man. No, it takes a fucking special individual to be able to play that shit, I think. I had a friend, who was really, really good at those type of games. Like, all the Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, like all of those fucking little weird, like button mashy type of games, dude. I mean, they're not button mashy if you know what the fuck you're doing. Like somebody who knows, and like he would play those type of games as well, like a Devil May Cry, like on the hardest difficulty, and like all of those games like just on insanity mode, and like he would do perfect, like he would just kick everybody's ass. It's just like, I know, me too, dude. I'm a button masher. Like I like, it can work for certain games, right? Like if certain games, like you have high, medium, low, right? Like these type of attacks. But like, damn, dude, I know what you mean. I'm a fucking button masher too. And I get stressed in some of those games. And it's like, shit. I'm not. I usually just don't even try to play those kind. I mean, I can do decent on certain ones, like say, for example, like Fight Night, right? Like those boxing games. If you ever played those, they were fucking awesome. They worked, right? You had like right, left, high, low, head, body. It matched the controller, right? It was like functional. But like then you got all these games that have these weird combo moves that are like you just like almost need to just like memorize the whole fucking thing. And I just don't. Oh. Ah. Oh man. I should probably start stripping this fucking weight off these things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's pretty typical. I mean, you said you installed Grounded, right? Did you ever give it a chance? Did you ever try it at all? It's kind of I mean, like it's one of those games that even if you play for an hour, you don't really get the full grasp of something like Grounded. Like it's kind of a tough one to just start on your own. If you're not used to playing survival games. I love survival games. Survival games are fucking awesome. There's actually another one on Steam that I want to try and play. It's Enshrouded. I have it. I've had it since it launched. I've only played like 3 hours of it. Yeah. Well, the second one is now out. I don't know, what Xbox are you playing on? You're playing on an Xbox, right? Are you just playing on the Xbox One, or do you have the newer one, the newer Xbox? Because I think if you're still playing on the old Xbox, then you probably won't be able to play Grounded 2. Yeah, then Grounded's the only one that you could play, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Ah. Oh boy. Yeah, but me and my kid are we're pretty well established and grounded now at this point. If somebody were to jump in, you would have a bunch of like milk molars to use and stuff like that to level up your character. And then, like, I mean, grinding for resources to make a armor set or something. Like, we already have quite a few armor sets. It's a pretty fun game. It's kind of like, one of those games that it does require a little bit of a commitment, to play it. Especially if you're playing it with other people sometimes, because like it just sometimes things can rely on everybody to be there, right? Some of these bosses are pretty fucking hard to fight, and you might be missing that key guy, right? Like, I mean, if there's 2 or 3 or 4 of you or whatever, right? Like, like with me and, for example, there's places that my kid, but we just can't go alone, right? Like creatures that we can't fight, right? Unless we can like get them all stuck up on something somehow, but like usually trying to fight some of these creatures can be fucking deadly. And you don't lose, like, there's different difficulties, right? If you depend on how, I think we're on like a medium, and like when you die, you lose your bag and the things that are in it, like, so you got to go recover your backpack. All this stuff that's like in your hot bar doesn't go away, but your armor gets fucking like broken up and shit, and then it's got to be fixed and repaired. No, it is a constant grind for resources, But there's also like a little bit of an RPG aspect as well. Fuck. What do I want to eat today? Taking this. Taking this. Oh man, that was a decent little workout. We're supposed to do some shrugs and like a few other things that I'm not going to set up for. I'm just going to do shrugs and we're going to call it good. Oh, we'll just do our shrugs and do them until we cry a little bit of tears. A few tears. We'll measure this rep in tears, okay? Volume of tears shed. Ah! I think chest day. Hell yeah. International Chest Day on Tuesday. What? Who does that? Oh, yeah, chest day for me yesterday was pretty brutal. Oh, boy, it was tough. Make a grown man cry. Shit. Okay, come on. Yeah. Oh. I have not gotten any vaccines. I've never really honestly been one to get vaccines. Not because I don't agree with them, but because I just like I've gotten a flu vaccine a few times if I managed to make it into the doctor in time. But generally, I don't really generally get sick. You know, like, and I mean I do get sick, just not, and a lot of times like I'll get the flu vaccine and I'll still get sick with the flu. And it's happened a couple times. I mean, I don't know, taking the vaccines for like all the sicknesses and stuff. I just don't really have the time to get my ass into the doctor, you know, to do it. And I haven't really been sick from the things in a way that made me feel like I was in fear of needing to go and get a vaccine. But again, like I said, not that I'm against the vaccines or anything. When we did the COVID thing, I mean, we got our COVID vaccines, and I mean, the kids are all vaccinated and stuff like for all those, you know, measles, mumps, rubella, blah, 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 all that shit. You know what I mean? All the dangerous things. Like, I think those are the ones that are really critical, right? Like the flu vaccine. Yeah, I mean the flu vaccine on a yearly basis. And I mean, you know, while it's kind of like, okay, well, it could help, it could not. It's arguable. It's more of a personal preference. I mean, people are going to get the fucking flu. You know what I mean? It's going to be running around rampant. You know, and whether or not you get the vaccine, you still might get it. Sometimes all it does is lessen the flu for you. You know what I mean? So it's like it doesn't always 100% prevent us from being able to spread it. But yeah, the little ones are definitely to blame, man. As soon as school starts, those little snotty little shits go running around, touching each other with their snotty little hands, bringing it all home. Share. At least they share, right? Yeah, you know. Dude, it's like every time when school starts, you know, just this fucking mess everywhere. Oh, oh my. I don't know what gives out. Nothing really gave out. Just my hands hurt, dude. I could just keep doing that. Ah. Oh boy. Dun, dun, dun. Mm. Meal prep this week was pretty good. We made some tacos, we made some hamburgers, and Junior tripped us all out, man. We had hamburgers for dinner on like Saturday night, and my wife's like, they shorted us a bun half, right? Because there was like one bun top, and it didn't have a bottom, and everybody's like, what the fuck? We're like, and then the next day, yesterday, my wife's like, I swear that's so weird that there was like half a bun in. And then Jaden's like, wait, no, it was Junior. And Junior's over there like, he made himself a fucking Big Mac, bro. He did like bun, patty, bun, patty, bun. He didn't tell us. My wife's all like talking about it, and he's over there just like eating. He didn't say a word. Like, you little turd, man. mean, hey, whatever. I mean, he had 2 burgers. He could have done 2 burgers, but instead he chose to do, Big Mac style. Big Mac style. I love making burgers, man. Having a good burger is just that's such a good meal. When we went camping, we brought some here, let me do this set and I'll tell you our food for camping. Oh fuck. Now for our camping trip, oh man, we went to the beach, stayed 3 nights, and we only were really planning on staying 2 nights, but we ended up having enough food. We just had to get a couple bags of ice, and refill the cooler. Oh, but what we made before I went, I made some breakfast burritos. We wrapped them in tin foil. We made potatoes, eggs, sausage, cheese, and just kind of like rolled them up in tin foil. Big, nice, hearty burritos. And we were gonna do burritos with chicken and stuff too, but we ended up not doing that, and instead we brought a few cans of chili beans, and we bought some sausages and some hot dogs, and then hot dog buns and stuff like that, and we roasted some sausages the first night, and just had some hot dogs, right? Because it was and then the second morning we made some breakfast burritos, and then I had fried up some bacon. So we had a bunch of bacon pre-cooked and kind of drained and dried in a little bag. And so we made bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches with some ham and some other meats that we had. And so we went and made our sandwiches, and then walked down to the beach and kind of just sat down and ate our food on the beach there. It was fun, the kids hiked around a little bit, and then we took off, and we had Moe's for dinner, which was a restaurant in town. And then the next day we had breakfast burritos again. We had enough. And I also made some sausage patties, right? So we made for the first day, I think we fried up eggs for breakfast. That's right. The first day we didn't have breakfast burritos. We fried up eggs and made some egg and sausage biscuits. And I made some biscuits at home, like these garlic cheddar biscuits. And so we had biscuits, eggs, and cheese. And we ate like fucking kings, man. It was good. It was delicious. The food was great. It was super calorie dense, which I meant it to be, very balanced, right? We had a lot of protein, a lot of carbs. I mean, it wasn't the healthiest thing in the world, right? Definitely quite a bit of fat, right? I mean, but we needed calories. We were out in the fucking desert, in the fucking ocean, running around hiking, and we really only got to eat 3 times a day, right? That was it. We had snacks and stuff, but it was really just the 3 meals. So we had a lot of fun, man. The burritos are great because you can just basically kind of throw them right on some hot, you get some coals going, right, and then you can take that tortilla, that burrito, and you can just lay it on the coals, right? And then just flip it over every minute or so. Just constantly flip it, right? And if you don't want to get it so close to the coals, if you got some, some way that you can kind of hold it on a rock or something away, or even if you're driving, man, if you're driving, you can take the burrito and jam it in your fucking heat manifold. If you can get access to that. Some of the newer cars and shit you can't, but older rigs definitely have access into the motor, and you can jam the burrito into there and just pull over every 5 or 10 minutes and flip the fucker. I mean, even if it gets a little crispy on the outside, it's fine as long as it doesn't burn, you know? Like a little toasty golden brown, right? Like crunchy is not bad. But if it's burnt, then it's kind of like, ugh, you get that burnt flavor in there. Ah, I love camping. I wish we could do more of it. I mean, in Oregon here, we can go up in the woods and camp for like 14 days at a time. We can fucking live up there, you know? You just got to come back every couple weeks for like 2 days or something. Just not allowed to go be a permanent resident in a particular area for more than 14 days at a time. That's all, really. Like, yes, yes. What is this? Holy shit. Fuck. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to go heat up a meal. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, guys.